Hello, and how's everyone doing? This video is going to be a little bit different than even my last one. I'm trying to keep a one-a-week upload schedule. It's going to be a bit hard this week, and after last week, I just kind of want to take it chill. So I'm doing something let's be a little bit easier to manage. So I'm just going to be reacting to a video, and I hope you guys like it. And the video I'm going to be reacting to is how Genshin Impact ruined a marriage overnight by Mujin. And I haven't ever seen this video before, so it's going to be a blind react. Let's get started.
Well, guys, it has almost been 5 years since Genshin Impact first came out, and took
Only 5 years? It's felt like way longer than that. I guess that was a COVID game. Feels like way longer though.
call these 5 years eventful would be an understatement. The early videos on my channel serve as proof
Genshin
of
was
that.
the start
From
of
review
Hoyo
bombing
versus
Google in their
downfall
own app store to going up
of
against the
their monopoly on gacha. Come on, cat. Fierce, you okay? Are you fine? My cat just fell off my desk. He's fine.
Shrek community and losing, there is simply no shortage of crazy
Wait. Did that say Shrek?
stories against the Shrek community.
How Shrek and Barrett? What?
And losing, there is simply no shortage of crazy stories when it comes to the Genshin community over these last few years.
It doesn't really sound like there is.
One thing that has been consistent ever since the game first came out is the fact that it actually ruined many relationships. Back in 2024, someone posted
This is not just a one-time thing. They're broken because she's obsessed with some. I can't believe this has happened multiple times.
How their friend's fiance ended their relationship because she would repeatedly ignore him for hours. What was her reasoning? Well, she was cheating on him with fictional characters. She would spend hours role-playing.
Serious question. How is this really cheating? Well, like it's fictional characters. Unless if it's like an AI chatbot, I don't know if how long those have really been a thing though, so who knows?
And looking at spicy fan art of those characters from Genshin. How
spicy? Like Indian spicy or American spicy?
about this guy who had to end his relationship because his girlfriend refused to travel with him on vacation?
So this has happened multiple times. I respect the grind set, but okay, that's weird.
Since she didn't want to miss her daily quest.
Hey, get your sheet together.
Ads.
Oh, and of course.
So, what was that? Both of us are students, by the way. I'm not a native English speaker. Blah. Release it late 2020. Perfect. Synergy. Started playing Genshin Impact. Did not like it. Stopped playing.
Vacation.
So
since she didn't want
she
to
could not skip her daily Genshin mission.
Miss her daily quest. Oh, and of course, let's not forget the situation.
I respect the daily grind set, but some things are more important than that. You gotta go outside. I'm not one to really be saying that, but you gotta go outside sometimes.
In which someone broke up with their boyfriend in game chat. They didn't text.
What? Break up in a co-op thread? Oh my gosh.
They didn't call. They broke up with them in game chat. There is no shortage of stories like
that's degenerate right there.
Like this. But what shocked me is the fact that one just occurred in 2025. We're talking about
5 years after the game's release, and it's still ending relationships. Yeah, that's good.
a couple who was engaged. Okay, they were about to get married. They were
engaged. He bought a ring and everything.
So close. The woman
Oh
had
my
a ring on
God.
her finger and the guy had proposed to her. But now their entire marriage is at risk. Everything's about to be called off. The parents are involved fighting with each
Oh my gosh,
other,
this is
all
unbelievable.
because of Genshin Impact. I wish this was a joke, guys.
I wish it was too. Like
I mean, seriously, it's so ridiculous. We have to talk about it. So let's do this.
we have to. Yeah, I agree. I want to hear more about this.
All right, so for you to understand how this marriage got ruined, we have to talk about Genshin's gacha system. The most important currency
Yeah,
in
it's
Genshin
very
Impact
predatory
are primogems,
gambling.
all right?
Yep.
You can earn these in-game, but you can also spend money to get them. You use them in order to buy
Yeah, predatory gambling. You spend real money on. There's no real good payout.
intertwined fates. These will allow you to wish on a banner. Your goal when wishing on a character banner is to get a 5-star character. If I were to wish once on
Unless
this
if you
banner,
like the
then
lower
odds
stars, then go for the lower stars.
of me getting a 5-star are 0.6%. If I'm lucky enough to get a 5-star character, then a coin is flipped. If I win the coin flip, I get the character I want, which in this case would be
It's like 100 coin flips, and you have to win all of them at the same time. But that's beside the point.
Farina. If I lose the coin flip, I get a standard character from the standard character banner that no one wants, and I have to try again. But this time, there won't be any coin
I would say no one wants anyone from the standard characters. I don't play Genshin. I played it when it first came out, and I stopped playing it like a month or two after, because the only thing I lasted that long is because it was, I don't know. I had other games I wanted to play. Games I paid actual money for.
flip. But the thing is, getting the 5-star character that you want is only the beginning for some people.
Yep,
because
you
that's where
can
constellations
you have to get
come
5
in.
of them.
After getting a
it's
5-star
5.
character, I can wish for that character 6
Yeah.
more
Oh,
times.
6?
And for every copy I
6? You're telling me it's worse than Fate Grand Order? What?
get from them, I can activate a constellation. These are extra passive abilities that you cannot unlock unless you get copies of this character. By the time you reach the 6th constellation, the character would have changed
Spent
so
probably
drastically that they won't
$1,000.
just be overpowered. They will undergo a full kit conversion. So if they're a damage dealer, well, guess what? Their damage is multiplied by 10 now, and they're also a healer. It changes everything. And the only way to get it is to get copies of the character.
That's a pretty broken system, but I guess it does its job in incentivizing people to buy primogems.
So there's no other ways to earn it. If you don't farm in-game and only spend money, then getting a C6 character with all 6 constellations will cost you anything from around $1,000 to $2,000.
1 to 2 grand. 1 to 2 grand. That is bananas to me. Holy
Depending
crap.
on how lucky you are with the coin flip. There are some players out there
It's not just one coin flip. It's like 100 happening at the same time.
who will do this for every single character. All right? Those players have a name. They're called whales.
They are some oiled up whales. Holy crap. How many 5 stars are in Genshin? Are in Genshin Impact. 49. 49. So, yeah, that'd be at least $49,000 to almost $100,000 in just Genshin Impact if you were to do every single character from release.
Any
That's
gacha game would
bananas.
gladly trade 1 million of their players for just 1,000 of these whales because of how much of a financial...
Any of these gacha games want to get rid of all the free-to-plays and get all the whales.
impact they have. But the problem here is that many times these whales cannot afford this. They just do it
I don't think many people
This brings
can.
us back to this failed engagement. On March 19th,
Again, still wild. Failed engagement because of Genshin Impact.
2025, a user made a post on the Am I Overreacting subreddit with the title, Am I Overreacting? My
$600.
fiance spent $600 on gacha. They go on to say, my fiance spent $600 on a gacha game without asking. I flipped out and now his entire family are calling me a...
Wait, what? His. So the man who proposed.
Abusive and encouraging him to call off the engagement. For context, I work 55.
You work 55 hours a week and he drives Uber? Sounds like he needs to get a real job to me.
5 hours a week, and he drives Uber during the day while I'm
You're working 15 hours of overtime? Gosh.
work. We
Don't
are
let it be a
paycheck
Walmart,
to
please.
paycheck. As you can see, this post went absolutely viral, and she set the record straight from the beginning. She's the breadwinner in this relationship, all right? She works 55 hours a week.
Yeah, that's not okay if he spent more money than probably what he makes in a month. Now, not hating on Uber drivers, but whew, that is unreasonable.
He works whenever he can doing gig work. It definitely doesn't pay as much as she earns, that's for sure. She then posted these images with their texts, and this is when the incident took place. Let's read them. It starts off with her fiance
Did he do
saying,
it on
"Stop
Farina?"
calling me." She then replies with, "We need to talk right now. Pick up now." Her fiance then replied with,
She sounds mad for good reason.
"You're not being fair at all. I explained my boundaries to you, but you are not respecting them. This is exactly what blank says is abusive about you." And then she said, "You spent $600 on our credit card on a fuck."
Depending on the game, I could see it, but a free-to-play gacha game, I do not see it.
Game. He then
Spend that much on Call of Duty is unreasonable. Fortnite is unreasonable. For like Marvel Rivals, that's unreasonable even in that game. $600 and on a game is a little unreasonable to me.
it says, "I explained it already."
Can't really defend that unless if like you're buying an entire game series, like all of the Call of Duties on Steam or every single DLC for Street Fighter 6.
Ready to you. And then she says,
Or Soul Calibur.
600 for 2 virtual characters you don't need without asking when.
$600 for 2 virtual characters. $600 for 2.
When we are paycheck to paycheck, that card was for emergencies with the Civic. And then this dude has the gall to reply with an image
That's a brave man right there.
of Farina, which is one of the limited characters available
He responds with a picture of his waifu.
in Genshin Impact right now. This has to be made up, dude. He then says, "You told me you wanted her too, but you aren't happy for me, LMFAO. Actually, I'm done. I'm a 29-year-old man. I am allowed to make purchases without needing your..."
Not if you're not making enough money, my guy. Yeah, I don't care how old you are. You sound like a child.
permission. This is an abusive dynamic. Blank explained that very clearly to me. She then said, "Yes, I said I want Farina. I didn't say we should spend hundreds to get constellations. You are a fucking..."
Constellations. So he went for the C6 on it. Oh.
addict. You already spent all our Christmas money on it. So as you saw, he didn't just pull for the character.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally just gambling addicts. I'm not too big of a fan of spending money on gacha games. It's
He pulled for her constellations as well, which is completely optional. What does he reply to
I'm
this?
wanting to do.
You are snooping
that's
into your
just weird.
fiance's purchases. You should take a look at yourself.
Are your accounts merged? If your accounts are separated, fine. If you can't pay your part of the bills, that's on you. If your accounts are merged, then yeah, that's something that needs to be complained about.
She then replies with a middle finger.
Based?
He just straight up told him, "Go fuck yourself." Then said, "This is a shared card that I set up for emergencies and you went behind my back.
Definitely sounds like he crossed some boundaries with this one.
Why don't you tell blank about your gambling addiction to video game characters?" Her room temperature IQ fiance replied with, "Actually, blank told me all about your coercion?"
Coercion? I don't even know how to spell that word, and I don't think that's right either. I think
Guess he means
with autocorrect can't help you. I don't know what to do. Like, you're on a phone, you have autocorrect. How can it let you spell a word wrong? And even if you think it's spelled wrong, speech to text it.
coercion, and I believe you are a narcissist personality. That is why you are continuing to try and control me and control my financial decision making. You know this is
Or
my
a
values, and I have
narcissist
had Farina as my
personality.
wallpaper forever.
Okay. He said Farina as his wallpaper forever. All crimes absolved. Let him go.
I refuse to be verbally abused for being myself. I am battling anxiety, and you do not care at all. I need to use that as an
He is battling anxiety. Verbally abused for being himself.
excuse. I need to go buy a Lamborghini right now with money I don't have. And
Yep.
if my mom
Yep.
confronts me, I'll be like, Mom, you know I've had a Lamborghini as my wallpaper like forever. Stop it. You're being controlling. You're
Yeah, I
annoying.
want a C3 Corvette. I'm not going to go buy one.
This is insane. This dude's almost 30. He then decides to impulsively end everything.
Almost 30.
Saying
That's
this,
crazy.
I don't want to get married to you. I'm not talking on the phone.
Breaking off the engagement because of Genshin Impact. 2025. It's going great already.
I emailed screenshots for my appointment tomorrow. Thank you for giving me horrible anxiety attack and ruining my night. And no, I didn't do
What's your appointment
a
for?
fucking thing with Farina yet because of your calls. Then she said, I will call Capital One and dispute the charge. Your account will be banned.
Oh, she's gonna hit him where it hurts. Hurts. Get his account deleted.
And this
Sounds
is
like
true,
he
by the
deserves
way.
it
If you
for
spend
that.
money in Genshin Impact and you charge back, your account will have a negative balance. And if
Oh.
you don't bring it back to zero, then you'll get banned. What did he have to say to that? Try it.
Wow. That. Yeah.
You will lose me forever. I'm going to...
Dude, you already said you're breaking off the engagement. Why? This is I don't really think this is a relationship she wants to be in. If you're willing to bankrupt yourself on Genshin Impact.
the night. Stop calling me for 12 hours and we can talk then. Good night. A few minutes later, he says this. Will you please answer my mom?
Oh. So he's trying to get a third party in on this to convince her to change her mind.
Please. I apologize for my reaction. As I said, my anxiety is bad today and I have to do better. I love you. You don't need to dispute the charges. I will get you the money soon.
Oh, did you just think before you do stuff, and this probably won't happen, or think before you type, or if you have the ability, save up the money, then do it.
Blank can spot me 600 tonight, so can you text him your Venmo? Anxiety really bad, blank, please. Now look, Reddit is known to have a lot of fake posts, especially on subreddits like Am I the Asshole? With some of the craziest fan fiction you can imagine. But the thing is, here, with these screenshots, it's very hard to fake this.
If you're able to fake this, you're like some kind of sociopath or something.
This dude is clearly a man-child.
I couldn't make this up.
All right. It's clear that he's overly attached to his mother. Okay. He has no voice. She decides everything for him. And the guy's almost 30. The woman who made the post commented this a couple hours later saying, update. I am overwhelmed by all the replies. Thank you. I'm trying to
Read every comment, yeah. Card's only her name. So he's not an authorized user, so yeah, this is
read every
going
comment.
to fraudulent
It feels obvious now
charges,
that I was not
100%.
overreacting. Yes, the card is in my name only and is not that old, but he saved the info somehow. The card has been in my bag, so I'm not sure how or when he got the info into
That means he went through your bag.
his game. I am calling Capital One in the morning to
Well, unless if you guys have like a shared Google account or something, which I doubt.
dispute the charge. His mom left me a voicemail saying that I gave him a panic attack and to give him space. I did text his drug-dealing friend to try and get the $600, but he left me on red. Also, he's currently online on Discord playing Genshin Impact at his mom's house.
Whew. He's not taking the situation seriously.
Hours later, she posts, update. Okay, I can't keep up with all the comments and messages I woke up to. I'm checking what I can. Thank you everyone for reading and telling me the truth. First, his family
This
is
whole
very involved with his
situation's
life for
crazy.
cultural reasons, but they have all demonized me since we met. His mom said I am never going to see him again due to the way I treat him.
His family has been demonizing her? That just does not sound like a family you want to be associated with, period.
Got her on the phone and told her the engagement was off, and she started screaming that it's already off, so I can't end it. He has blocked me, including on Discord, which makes me think he saw my post. Asked for the $600. I woke up to a Venmo from his sketchy friend. I paid off the card and locked it. I would love to have disputed the charge, but even if I did, it would just put his Genshin account into a negative balance. Then he would have time to spend more to fix it. I have no doubt he would find a way to get another $600 and keep the account. As much as I want to blow up his drug, I am afraid of how he would react if he lost it. And we don't
Yeah, sometimes it's not. You just need to leave people to their own devices, even if they're not healthy for them.
have shared accounts, but I have let myself be taken advantage of. I see that I
What was that? You don't have shared accounts.
fucked up by saying it was our credit card, and he's not even a co-signer on the lease, so I'm screwed because he doesn't actually have to pay rent anymore. I think
Yeah, that
the craziest
yeah, that's rough. Now, I don't think that was supposed to happen. If you're not on a lease, you're not supposed to be living in the house, I thought.
thing in all this
Or
is that she
apartment.
actually thought that she was overreacting. She actually had to make a post to verify with strangers, yo, am I in the right here? Am I making too much of a big deal? It's clear that this
I
runs
think not.
deeper, though. The
This
mom of the
is-
fiance is
You
very
guys are
fishy,
living
and it seems
paycheck
like she's
to
trying to
paycheck,
control him
and
to
he
separate him
doesn't
from her
have
so that she can
a
reclaim him
stable
as her
job.
property. I mean,
He
moved
should
in
not
with
be
her
going
immediately, as if she was planning
blowing a ton of money on stupid stuff.
it. After a few more hours passed by, she confirmed to a commenter saying engagement is off. So their wedding is never going to happen.
Damn.
Their engagement was cut short, and she is now single over a dude that can't control his
Over a free-to-play game that you can choose to spend money on.
spending on a video game. So much so that he stole her credit card from her purse when she wasn't looking, took her info, spent it, and then was shocked that she was shocked. Zero accountability. It's insane.
I'm
But
not.
it happens more
I'd
often than
be
you
pretty
think.
mad
Voice
myself.
Critical actually made a video about this before me. Okay, he was a bit faster than me, but there's a comment here that went through
The
something
moisty
similar,
boy.
and it just shows that it's not an isolated incident. Like someone's ex-boyfriend spent
3K in 2 weeks. 3K.
$3,000 in 2 weeks on Genshin Impact
Holy
right at the start. When confronted
crap.
about it, he didn't just say that he was having an anxiety attack. He also added in a little bit more spice, saying that he's autistic. This eventually led him to have a
Oh yes, the extra chromie made me buy Primo Gems.
financial crisis, and of course he blamed his girlfriend for that, which ruined their relationship. Guys, ultimately, gacha games can be
Figured out instead of clear his 40K credit card debt. 40K credit card debt. File for bankruptcy.
fun. Anything can be fun, but in moderation. So if
Holy
you're going to play
crap.
one, be very careful with your spending. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I'll see you in the next video whenever that is.
Yeah, I agree with that. Don't let your hobbies ruin your life. Unless if your hobbies have the potential to turn to something worth something, like something you could make a career or a life out of.
It is, and I love you so much. Mwah.
You're just a narcissist employing coercion tactics. My mom told me all about it. We're done. Yeah, good video. I like this guy's videos. They're all super well made and pretty good. As always, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below and let me know. Next week's video will probably be similar to this one, just because I don't think I'm going to have much time between now and then to really put good work on something. But I'll figure out something for the week after that, and it'll be something better than this, I promise. Anyways, have a good rest of your day.